They ain't ready for that, mate. They been told gone. Man, them whole ass approach me now. Catch the.
People weren't prepared for this moment. Things suddenly escalated between Charleston White and Young Thug, and now the footage going viral has everyone talking. The situation got completely out of hand, with Charleston White openly saying he's ready to see Thug locked up. Let's break down the viral clip everyone's discussing and what actually happened. The night Miami came alive. On Saturday, March 28, 2026, Miami hosted one of the more quietly hyped celebrity events of the year. Drewski, the comedian and content creator known for his Could've Been skits, organized what he called the Could've Been Love reunion event. The event brought together a wide range of celebrities, internet figures, and major names from the hip-hop scene all in one place. People showed up to relax, connect, and be seen. No one expected tension. No one thought the night would produce footage that would have social media going wild before Sunday morning. But that's exactly what happened. Charleston White was in attendance, and if you know Charleston White, you already understand what kind of energy follows him into a room. He has a way of finding conflict, or maybe it finds him. Either way, things rarely stay calm. He calls himself a comedian, a community activist, and what he proudly describes as a snitchologist. He's been consistent for years, calling out rappers, pointing out what he sees as hypocrisy in the culture, and inserting himself into major conflicts, court cases, and controversies with the same intensity every time. He has confronted Soulja Boy. He has contacted CPS on rappers. He has even threatened legal action while standing face-to-face with people. This is how he operates. It's his formula. That approach has made him one of the most controversial and unpredictable figures in hip-hop, and most of the rap world does not like him because of it. Young Thug was also present. For anyone needing context, Thug had only been out of federal custody since October 31st, 2024. He spent about 2 years locked up in connection to the high-profile YSL RICO case in Atlanta, one of the biggest gang and racketeering cases tied to hip-hop. When the case ended, Thug accepted a mixed no-contest plea deal that placed him on 15 years of probation, with a suspended 20-year sentence ready to activate if he violated the terms. That last part is critical. Those 20 years are waiting. One mistake, one violation, one bad decision, and everything could collapse instantly. So imagine this, a man recently released on 15 years of probation at a Miami party with his crew, choosing to approach Charleston White. According to White and multiple reports from that night, Young Thug and members of his entourage, his YSL associates, approached White backstage near the venue. White described it as being confronted by a group, with Thug and his team relying on numbers to intimidate him and make him back down. White says it didn't work. According to him, Thug made a direct statement, "We step on," which White interpreted as a clear threat. Then one of Thug's associates allegedly made things even more serious, saying he was about to lose his life. White claims one of them reached toward what he believed was a weapon, never fully showing it but making the gesture clear enough for everyone nearby to understand. The message, according to White, was, "Don't lose your life in here." Charleston White's response? He pulled out mace. Not his fists, not a weapon. He pulled out a can of mace, the same one he's been calling undefeated for years, and stood his ground while security rushed in, trying to calm things down before it escalated further. That mace has been Charleston White's signature move since the Soulja Boy incident in 2022. It stopped that situation, and according to him, it worked again here. Security stepped in before things turned physical. No arrests were made, no injuries were reported. But White didn't stop there. Before most people even understood what happened, he was already recording, posting on Instagram, speaking directly to the camera with a calm but intense tone that grabs attention. In a widely shared clip from that same night, White stands at a distance from Thug and his crew, describing every detail of the encounter and laying out what he planned to do next, step by step, almost like he had already prepared it in advance.
Jeffrey Williams, let me explain something to you.
He wasn't just trying to go viral, he wanted people to understand the legal seriousness of the situation. He explained who said what, where it happened, and how those words could be interpreted under the law, especially for someone already under a strict plea agreement.
You just approached me threatening me. Your words was we step on, okay?
Then he pointed out something many viewers might overlook. He said the event wasn't just any venue, it was held on property under Federal Aviation Administration, making it federal property. And that matters. Threats combined with possible weapon involvement on federal property elevate the situation beyond local law. For someone already on probation with a suspended 20-year sentence, federal attention is the last thing you want. White then outlined his plan publicly. He said he would file charges with local police on Monday morning, contact Thug's probation officer, provide video evidence showing him surrounded by individuals he described as gang members, which alone could violate probation terms, seek a restraining order, and alert federal authorities due to the location. He claimed to have photos and video of everyone involved. He wasn't speaking casually, he was building a case in real time on Instagram while everything was still fresh.
My words was do it.
That line, "My words was do it," captures exactly who Charleston White is and why some people regret confronting him. He doesn't let things go. He doesn't cool off. He responds with documentation, legal action, and persistence. By Sunday morning, the footage was everywhere. Instagram, X, YouTube, and hip-hop blogs. Platforms like Hot New Hip Hop posted the story quickly. Comment sections exploded with questions. Was it real? Was it exaggerated? Was White truly in danger? Could Thug face a probation violation over this? Was it clout chasing or something much more serious? Thug's team stayed silent. His lawyers said nothing. YSL made no statement, and that silence spoke volumes. The story was just beginning. The history behind the tension. To understand Miami, you have to understand the past. This didn't come out of nowhere. Charleston White has been targeting young Thug for years, not months. Looking back, White had been making statements long before the trial, before the plea deal, before the leaks, statements that now seem almost predictive. Go back to May 2022 when Thug was arrested in the YSL RICO case. It was one of the biggest indictments in hip-hop history, involving 28 people. Prosecutors claimed YSL wasn't just a label, but a criminal organization connected to the Bloods. Charges included murder, assault, drug trafficking, and conspiracy. Even rap lyrics were used as evidence, shaking the entire culture. While many supported Thug, Charleston White publicly celebrated the arrests. He called it a win for the black community and confidently predicted that Thug would snitch within 6 months. He didn't sound unsure, he sounded certain.
Thug won't last. He ain't even been gone 2 months yet.
He went further, suggesting signs of pressure were already visible. Through multiple interviews on Say Cheese TV, he analyzed the case in detail, breaking down co-defendants and predicting who might fold. The hip-hop world dismissed him, calling him a hater, a clout chaser, and worse. The general opinion was that he didn't know what he was talking about. But over time, the case began to show cracks. Through 2023 and into 2024, deals were made, testimonies shifted, and the image of unity weakened. Meanwhile, White kept hinting at inside knowledge, suggesting connections within law enforcement or simply an ability to read situations others couldn't. In August 2025 came the turning point. Leaked innovation audio involving Pee Wee Roscoe went viral. The audio revealed details that changed how people viewed the case, and Charleston White, who had been building toward this moment, reacted strongly. His content during that time became some of his most viewed ever. In one interview, he reacted live, showing a mix of satisfaction and relief.
None of it shocked me, because I've been saying this.
Then, unexpectedly, he became emotional on camera. He cried, real tears. After years of criticism, threats, and being labeled negatively, he expressed the weight of it all. He spoke about his address being leaked, receiving threats, being banned from platforms, and facing attacks, all for statements that were now being supported by evidence. In September 2025, he claimed he played a role in pushing more information into the public. Whether people believe that or not, his track record stood. He had made specific predictions, and now there was evidence to review.
I told y'all, young Thug was gonna...
But what really fueled him leading into Miami was what he saw as hypocrisy. After being released in October 2024, Thug publicly criticized Gunna, calling him a snitch.
White responded directly, pointing out that audio suggesting similar behavior from Thug existed. He didn't stop. Every new development added fuel. His message kept spreading. So when Thug and his crew approached him in Miami on March 28, 2026, it wasn't random. It was years of tension finally meeting face to face. What happens next? This situation carries real consequences, not just viral attention. Thug is on 15 years of probation with a 20-year sentence behind it. Any violation, new charges, associations, threats could trigger serious legal action. That level of risk means every move matters, and White understands that. He has been warning about this since Thug's release. His plan for March 30th, 2026